Hey y'all, Doc Man again. Define gravity, good taste, and the government when I can get away with it. Anyway, this is part 2. The damn video I did earlier. I hope this don't get screwed up, but my camera and my damned microphone shot all to hell. I don't know what's going on with it, but anyway, there, I feel better now. Anyway, I was talking about all the shit you'd have to take with you if you bugged out. But now, look, there's a lot of you preppers out there spend a lot of fucking money, man, on stuff, okay? And I'm telling you, you know, I'm poor as a church mouse, you know. I mean, I'm not ashamed of it. You know, $600 a month don't go very far. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was some of the things you can take with you for little or nothing. And I mean, there's so much shit you can find at flea markets, garage sales, and yard sales. If you're a true prepper, then you are going to look for deals on stuff, okay? That's what survival is all about, man. You know, taking the easiest way to the point that you're trying to get to. The path of least resistance, but with effective results. All right, now, if you are so lucky, let me get these out of my pocket here because this is part of the review. Anyway, now I'm going to show you a few things that you can take with you, and this will keep you straightened out and is really inexpensive. Now, back when I had a couple of bucks left over, I bought this little beauty right here. I don't know if you can see it. Alright, get a good look at that. That is a Case Sodbuster Lady. I call it the Lady because it's yellow. It's not like the regular Sodbuster. Now look, this knife was 20 bucks out the door, tax titled and all that bullshit. And I'm here to tell you, that little beauty right there, it holds an edge like a razor. You see how I laid that edge back right there? Let me tell you something. This thing is scary sharp. You see that hair? Let me tell you something. This thing will get the job done. Now, I don't use this for anything except for if I have some skinning to do. Alright? Hope y'all enjoyed that tune, man. That was Country Joe and the Fish at Woodstock singing the anti-Vietnam song. Alright, now, here's the Sodbuster Junior, the regular one, in black. Now, these black ones, I'm here to tell you, come from the factory, and they're scary sharp. We don't need to do nothing to them except take care of them. Alright, and here's the big one. Here's a regular Sodbuster. Now, this is a pretty good sized knife, man. That son of a bitch is about 8.5, 9 inches long, maybe more. Damn near 12 inches long. But now, it's heavy duty construction. My sweetheart bought me these in a set for under $50. Okay? These are beautiful. Now, another one, now I got a magazine pouch, okay? And this is my carry kit, all right? I have a military belt that it goes on, just in case. And I carry with me, let's see, I carry with me in one pouch. I'm going to have to show you so you see what's going on. I carry with me a Gerber multi-tool. Man, this is a handy tool. Alright, and if you see those things right there, those are locks. Those are locks for the inner blades. The inner blades are in here. You can see them in there. Alright, now, the reason I'm showing you that is because here's the old one. It does not have the locks. You see the side? And this thing's broken. It's got a lifetime warranty, but they still won't replace it. They found a loophole to tell me they won't replace it. But I can buy another one. That was mighty nice of them. Anyway, getting back to what we was talking about. Now you fold this bad boy up. Now here, let me show you this first. This goes in the pouch with the multi-tool. This is a Schrade LB7. And you want to talk about a heavy-duty knife. Now you can pick one of these up for about $30, $35. You can get them cheaper at yard sales or flea markets if you can find them. This thing's probably 30 years old, you know, and it's still rocking and rolling. But anyway, in my mag pouch, I carry it like this. Now you got to turn it sideways so it'll work. Put one in here like this. All right. Check this out. Take your LB7, and that goes in there too. See that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Now I'm going to get to the other side of the pouch in a minute. I want to get through the blades first. Now, I've talked to y'all about Rough Rider brand knives. I get the other one out of my pocket here. Okay, this one here. This is your 3-blade Grandpa pimento poker. This little knife right here, made in China. Let me tell you something. That thing holds an edge you would not believe. It is like, it's almost razor sharp. I didn't want to lay the edge back too far on this because the blades are too small, and you know, it would make it even more fragile. Now here's another Rough Rider. And this one's probably only about $4 brand new. You know, that's retail. That ain't no shit. Now, this is a lock blade, okay? This is a lock blade, and you can see I laid the edge back on that blade there. Now this thing is sharp. And there's your little lock. And I like that little dip in the blade, man. You know, it's kind of got a little bit of character. You see that little dip in the blade right there? Isn't that cool? I like that, and this thing really holds an edge. China made, like I said, lock blade. Alright, now, I ain't done yet. Here's another Rough Rider knife. Now this happens to be my personal favorite. I mean, this sucker is badass. Any of you know about a stiletto? You know what a stiletto is, alright? Now, this is not an automatic. However, this is a Rough Rider. It's about a $5 or $6 knife, tops. It's got the belt clip. It's a lock blade, but the lock's on the inside. See the little lock right there? Where you push that over, and it unlocks the blade. You hear it lock? And that sucker's tight. It's got some kind of mylar handle. It's super durable. And you see it's open in the back, so dirt doesn't get built up in there. And let me tell you, just like the other ones, you see where I laid that edge back? See how I laid that edge back on there? Man, let me tell you something. This thing is awesome. Okay, getting away from the Rough Riders. And we're done with the cases. Alright, here's another relatively inexpensive knife. Now, this is made by, let's see, this was China too. This is Chinese made. Now this is a very nice knife, very inexpensive, holds a very good edge, and it's open in the back too to eliminate dirt buildup. Now it does have wood stain handles, you know, but I mean, all in all, that's really a nice knife, man. I mean, you see the blood groove on there? It's kind of a funky blood groove, and it's way back there. You know, you see the open button right there. That's really a nice knife too. Okay, moving on. This one's got the side lock on the inside too. See the little side lock? Watch, I'll push it right in there, and that unlocks it. You hear that sucker lock? And I mean, it's tight. Very good knife. Now, if for any of y'all are familiar with Frost Cutlery, Frost has been around for a long time. He makes a good quality knife, but he's been in trouble in just about every country you can think of. He let his wife, or he put a company in his wife's name. He went overseas, he got in trouble here for tax evasion or some bullshit. Anyway, here's a couple of, these are called Rost Frei. R-O-S-T-F-R-E-I. Rost Frei. And they're made by Frost. They're super lightweight and super durable. I don't know what kind of composite plastic this is, but this is a lock blade. You know, it's got the lock right here, up in the middle, which is really cool. Like I said, I got the belt clip. It's semi-serrated, and man, I'm here to tell you, that thing is just wicked sharp too. And it is super lightweight. Now, your weight's a big thing. You know, you're going to have to carry a bunch of crap if you have to bug out, right? I mean, an unimaginable amount of stuff. You want light. Now, here's the other one. It's a little bit bigger. Look at this horse. Look at this thing, man. It's made by the same company, Frost, which is Rost Fry. You know, this particular one is made in China also, but, I mean, it's just an awesome blade. Got the belt clip just like the other one. I may have already said that. I don't know. My short-term memory sucks. Okay, let's get to the rest of it. Now, I do have a mess kit knife. You know, you open the blades, it comes apart. Got a knife, fork, spoon, all that bullshit. But anyway, no, it's got a fork and a spoon. That's what it is, but no knife. But now, look at this handy little doohickey. I love this thing. A buddy of mine gave me this. And it's got an awesome blade on it. It's not a lock blade. It's very sharp. But what's really cool, now I'm a wine drinker. I don't like liquor and beer so much. But how many times have you got a cool bottle of wine, man? I mean, you just want to sit back and chill, right? And it's got a cork in it. It's a nice little corkscrew with can opener on the end. You see that? And it's super duper thin, man. I mean, you can put this thing just about anywhere, and it will come in handy if you're a wine drinker. Now, let's get to the other part of my holster, or my mag pouch, all right? On the other side of my mag pouch, well, here, let me do this. Here's a neat little flashlight. It's LED. And it takes one AA battery. Oh, well, one thing about this is that button on the back right there in your pocket, or in my pocket, let me just say that because it happens to me frequently, it'll turn on by itself. So what I do is I open it up and I turn the battery upside down. When I'm ready to use it, I put it back together. Alright. And let me tell you something, this thing has got a little tiny LED bulb in it. I mean, it is so small, it's almost like the head of a pin. And it's rubberized, so it's shock resistant. I mean, you can hit it with a hammer and you're not going to hurt the bulb. And it's got a magnifier, it's got a magnifying glass in the front, and it's got an adjustment. But if you adjust the beam too small, it'll pop off. Okay? Now, this little sucker is bright. Okay? Look how bright that thing is, man. Woo! It's badass. This just happened to be a gift. My brother gave it to me. He gave me another one, too. I'm fixing to show you right now. This is getting back to my mag pouch. Let me turn that back around. All right. Let's see what we got going here. La-dee-dee, la-da-da-da. Come on, get your ass in there, man. I'm trying to do a damn video here, you stinker. All right. This is the other flashlight I have. I want you to take a good look at this. This is a tactical, well, I can't read the name on there, but it is a tactical flashlight. This is meant to be put on the front of your rifle, your battle rifle. Too big for a pistol. But, now look, this got a button on the back, but I eliminated that problem. I take a soda pop top and put on there and just give it a tap, and it stays in place and keeps it from getting turned on and off. This has got 3 AAA batteries in a cluster group, and you can't carry that, you know, or you can't turn that around. It just don't work that way. It's too much of a hassle for me, and I'm afraid of it. But check this out. You got low, high. Now look at this. There's your tactical. Just enough to throw somebody off for a second, to give you that heartbeat that you need, okay, to do what you're going to do. It's pretty wild, huh? Now, put that cap back on there, okay? Give it a little tap. Boom. You don't have to worry about it turning on. Now, say you're out in the wilderness, right? Now look, you're gonna need fire, okay? Any survivalists will tell you, you got to have a fire, man. Keeps the little and the big critters away. Okay, so with that, I carry my magnesium striker. Okay, I put the blade and this together. My cell phone. Excuse me, sir, but I'm afraid someone is in This goes in here like this. Alright, it goes together like this. Your striker and flashlight. Let me see who this is. Damn. Everybody's trying to call me, man. I talk to him later. Anyway, and that's the mag pouch gig. Now, just to be on the safe side, I carry spare batteries, the AAA, for the one I just showed you in the mag pouch, and I carry two AA, or two AA, these are AAA, two AA for my little red flashlight. I carry them in my pocket. They're not too bulky, you know, better safe than sorry. Now, it always helps to have a magnifying glass. And let me tell you something, if you're going to start a fire with a spark, or one of these, or you're going to use a battery, get yourself some fine steel wool, okay, to put under your kindling. I'm telling you something, man, that shit goes up. You just think about a spark and that stuff goes up, man. It is really cool. It's a lifesaver. It's a survival force multiplier from hell. You'll love it. Alright? Now, another thing. Anytime I've had a dog leash or a strap or something go bad, I save these. These little clips right here, because you just never know when you might need these, okay? Now I'm going to tell you, these things work really good if you make yourself a hammock. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on how to make a hammock, you know, when you're out surviving, but you want to be off the ground anyway, okay? A hammock is the way to go. You can, you know, curl up in your sleeping bag and lay back on that hammock, man, and you're good to go. You ain't got to worry about chiggers getting on you. You ain't got to worry about getting spider bit. You ain't got to worry about a snake crawling in your shit with you, you know, wake up to a damn copperhead or something. If you get bit out there in the wilderness, man, and shit has hit the fan, there's no hospitals to go anyway, and if there was, chances are they're not going to have the antivenom, or they're going to be so packed because of what's going on, or they might even be closed. You know, they might have already been stripped clean and no medical supplies whatsoever, so you're kind of fucking on your own, man. Anyway, now, you're also going to need, to keep your knife sharp, you're also going to need a stone. Now, this stone you can get for about $2.99, the particular style of stone. It's got a coarse side and it's got a fine side. That's all I use on my knives, or I use a good metal file, okay? Some knife steel, you can get away with using this shit. Alright, now, I walk with a walking stick, okay? Technically, I should be in a wheelchair, but now this is a nice walking stick. It's all tubular steel, and I mean this shit is hard. I call this my BEA. Got a little golf club with a fist up in there, you know. Golf power. Golf. Sounds like you got something stuck in your throat, man, like you're trying to hock up a loogie or some shit. Never did like that game. Now, here's a force multiplier. Now, you want to talk about something that's badass. This thing right here. Now, when I first got it, oh yeah, my BEA, I think I told you, for balance, equilibrium, and assholes. Don't let me forget that part. I always thought that was cute. I made that up after I heard it from a friend of mine. Anyway, you know, you don't have to put too much of an edge on it, but, you know, in a tight situation, this thing could save your ass. I wouldn't go carrying it in a courthouse building or anything. That wouldn't be a very wise move. But if you're that stupid, you deserve to go to jail, and whatever happens to you, you deserve it. Anyway, moving on. Oh, Booger. My doggy Booger. I got a dog named Booger. Come here. Come on. Come on. Want to say hello to the people? Look. Come on. Come here. Yeah, good boy. This is my doggy Booger. He's my big baby. Yeah, he's like a 2-year-old. Okay, go eat. Go do something. Anyway. Alright, now, there was something else I wanted to show y'all. Hold on a minute, because this is really cool. Check this out. This is a spear that I made. I paid $1 for a pair of Fiskars, you know, the hedge trimmers. This is half of a hedge trimmer, and I shaped it and reformed it. Now under this black paint, I polished it to a mirror finish. What you see here is where I laid the edge back, and it's pretty damn sharp. That's a real coontail. And I wrapped this sucker right here. Well, actually, it's set with some epoxy. I've never even heard of this stuff, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. You can't break it. This is a good hunting spear. That's real snake skin, and I put deer hide on my balance point. Okay. Now, this ain't nothing but an old sanding pole. You know, the ones you used to clip sandpaper on. Somebody had thrown it out. It's out of the garbage. The snake skins, I got about 50 of them for $7 and a whole bunch of hides. I got 3 boxes of cool stuff, probably about $500 worth of stuff. I picked it up for $7, guess what? At a roadside sale. And this thing is tight. And I wrapped it with saddle thread, and I put epoxy on it here. I mean, it looks really cool. And anyway, that's a good walking stick. On the back, I put one of those metal things that you put on one of the chair legs, okay, to protect it and keep the wood from fraying, so you can use it as a walking stick. Very, very handy thing to have. Anyway, well, why are you walking on your hands and knees? I told you it doesn't matter if you're getting there anymore. I don't give a shit. Okay, so that just about does it for the old Doc Man here. You know, as always, just remember, Doc Man loves y'all, and stay away from the zombies. Bye-bye now.